Recientemente la revista Game Informer nos ha mostrado un gameplay extendido de más de 12 minutos donde podemos ver el capítulo 5 de Resident Evil 4 Remake, así que vamos a verlo. Bien, vamos a ver el gameplay de más de 12 minutos.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to Game Informer. I'm your host, Alex Van Aken, and today we're going to be taking a look at some of this exclusive gameplay footage that we have from Resident Evil 4 Remake, Chapter 5. We're going to be seeing some church gameplay, some Ashley gameplay, and some of the cabin fight, as well as, just overall fighting Gustado and trying to stay alive. So we've got about 12 minutes of footage here to show you today. And I'm joined by Marcus.
Alrededor de 12 minutos, capítulo 5, según ellos ya jugaron el capítulo 1 y ahorita este es el capítulo 5, o sea, realmente no es mucho, apenas es el inicio. Casi no hay nada del castillo, mucho menos de la isla, eso ya será, pues como que sería demasiado spoiler, ¿no?
Stuart, how are you, Marcus?
I'm feeling great. I'm happy to be seeing this section again because, as I mentioned in the cover story I wrote, I had a lot of fun playing it.
Absolutely. So yeah, we are. This footage starts out, and we are, simply escaping from the church. This is how many hours into the game would you say this is, Marcus?
Yeah, it's hard to say because we don't know how long the other chapters are. It's got to be at least probably like 3-ish hours, I would guess.
Me gusta porque tienen que ir como que en sigilo, todavía están ahí los ganados en la iglesia y se comentaba que Ashley pues era un poco más útil a diferencia del original que pues era totalmente la damisela en peligro. Aquí lo sigue siendo, pero es como que un poco más madura, ¿no? O sea, sí sabe ya hacer algunas cosas para que se vea más realista, pero en todo momento va a estar pegada con Leon, obviamente, ¿no?
Yeah.
This is not our gameplay, by the way. If people are wondering, this is a B-roll that Capcom provided, so this is someone on the team playing, not us.
Yes, we did play through this section, everything that you see today. An important disclaimer, Capcom did help out with accommodations for travel. That means like flights, hotel, in association with this cover trip. We didn't have any of those conversations. Like that's our bosses that handle all of that. We kind of just show up and do our job, but it is an important disclaimer. That being said, we are not influenced by that.
Baby Eagle.
Copy that. Is she okay?
Affirmative.
Well done, Condor 1. I'll dispatch a chopper ASAP. I'm sending
La nueva manera de ver a Honeygan, ¿no?
Make your way there, and don't let anything happen to Baby Eagle.
Copy that.
Hurry. The weather is getting worse.
Ya tiene como que más sentido a comparación de
Hunnigan
que se ponía la radio en la
conversations
oreja
are
y
nice.
veía y a Leon lo veía.
Yeah, you can kind of move around while it's happening.
Yeah, nice shot of the map there, going to the helicopter extraction point where nothing will go wrong, I'm sure. So yeah, in the beginning you saw
La joya.
wrong, I'm sure. So yeah, in the beginning you saw Leon and Ashley sort of just talking about like, hey, we need to get out of here. Fun fact, without spoiling, there's a little extra area in that upper deck that you can find if you don't want to just beeline it straight for that ladder. So keep an eye out up there. I found it on my playthrough. So yeah, we are making our way through here. Leon being a gentleman, moving that out the way because he's all big and strong.
Spread out.
Okay.
Come on.
And yeah, this part was pretty fun to get through. I tried to get through it stealthily the first couple times.
You okay? Spread out.
El inventario.
So you're gonna notice there's gonna be a few jumps in the clips here. Again, that's a Capcom thing, so this isn't going to be a straight run through of the chapter. It's gonna jump around at points, but as you can see, the flash grenade still very effective against those tentacle transformed Ganado. As we enter the cemetery, you get a little bit of a taste of one of the side quests, which is sort of a spin on the
Los
cemetery
nidos en
puzzle.
los
As you can see, you
árboles.
can still shoot birds' nests to get those
Estamos en la
precious
parte ahí
eggs,
del
or I
cementerio,
guess
¿no?
a chicken egg that's in a bird nest in the tree. Don't ask me. how that works.
Vean, el camino
You know how it is. But I mean, in the original game, you killed
de la
snakes and you
cabaña
got chicken
oculto
eggs, which was
que
always kind of
conecta
weird.
hacia el
There
cementerio.
he is.
Took care of a request.
Y ahí tenemos al bujonero.
Man himself.
So you can see here, turning in side quests, which is what you're going to be doing.
Y parece ser que nos va a dar misiones, sí, como se había comentado,
One
misiones
has to wonder
secundarias,
how
¿no?
he
Con el bujonero.
moves with all that heavy equipment in that coat.
A la red 9.
You know, must be pretty strong. It's kind of like a Dragon Ball, like Piccolo weighted training gear. He's probably pretty strong. But
I was thinking he's just like into CrossFit. You know?
you know, we don't know. He's a mysterious figure, as you see. We're
¿Soy yo
upgrading
o
our
creo
equipment
que
here.
el actor de
You can
voz
upgrade knives now.
que
It's mentioned in the cover story,
da
which is
obviamente
nice.
voz
which
a
you're gonna be
al
needing
duque de
because
Resident
they're,
Evil 8, creo que es el
they have
mismo
limited durability,
que el bujonero.
and you're going to be using it quite a bit for a new
Pareció
parry
oírlo.
mechanic, which I enjoy. And you can see there's another side quest right there. You're going to want to keep an eye out in the environment for those blue flyers. Oh, so there's the wild doll quest. That was one of the more involved
ahí están.
quests that we saw so
Absolutely.
far.
Las misiones.
And you won't see the solution in this footage, but you will see
No, me encanta el ambiente que le pusieron ahora, o sea, está
sort
como
of
la
what's on the other end of
neblina,
the side
no,
quest
se ve
for you.
genial.
Yeah.
The dog is
Se ve
hard to
genial.
find. We are going to show the dog, but the way to find the dog will be, I guess, a little bit of a mystery. And also important to
Había
note,
gente que se
we
estaba
turned
quejando de
left when we
que
left
se veía
that
muy
door.
tormentoso.
There's another path behind us if we were
Y
to
en
turn
parte,
right out of that door.
el
That
agua y
goes
estas cosas pues
into an
hacen
underground
que
tunnel that
el
like
juego
takes
vaya
you up
más
through
pesado.
a well in the village. So there's a lot of paths.
Pero realmente a mí me
available.
encantan esos
Yeah, like when
detalles.
we both came through here, we just assumed just the way the camera's framed. We're like, okay, it's the only way to go. But yeah, one of the producers pulled us aside and was like, hey, check this out. And we were like, oh, okay.
Not bad, right?
Here we go. We've got the village at night. That lady thought she could take a pitchfork to Leon. Didn't work out for her. And this is
I was gonna just comment on the rain. I know that there's a lot of talk about
Raingate.
Raingate. I do
Están
agree. I
hablando
think
de
it's
que llueve muchísimo.
it can be tuned down a little bit. It does feel like intentionally, like it is intentionally obfuscating the environment, and kind of adds to that tension. Like you can't see what you're shooting. I do
Parece
agree
que es
though.
la
It's a
casa
bit
de
much. And you know what would be
Inventores.
great, Marcus, if there's like a rain slider.
O bueno, donde no sale por
Kidding.
primera vez Vitores.
Yeah. I just want a
Cuadro
nice
de-
little
de
downpours. We see, I love the lighting in this game, you know? Like it just, the bloom on the flashlight and just how dark everything is. Like it just makes, especially like interiors like this, if we lift Ashley up to do her thing, get Leon up there. Yeah, it just makes the interiors creepier. Like that, like the first time that owl made me jump because you just see the glowing eyes in the dark. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh my god, like what is that?
There.
Eso
I
es
will
lo
say
que se
there are
decía
a couple
que-
times when I
que
was
es muy
playing
fiel el juego.
the demo where
O sea, están los
I
lugares,
was
pero
kind of
todavía le
in a
expanden
very
más.
dark environment, and Leon wasn't pulling up his flashlight, which is kind of frustrating. So I'm just kind of like clambering around in the dark. It was mostly like outdoor. Oh,
There he
There's
is.
the dog.
Colmillos.
Look at that thing. It's got like a weird, almost like a scorpion tail. Now that I'm looking at it again. So yeah, Capcom also pointed out, for those wondering, that this dog is not the dog that Leon can rescue in the original game, because, you know, in this game he's presumably dead. So, you know, at the time we kind of were like, oh, maybe this is the dog, but they were very clear to point out, like, nope, different dog. And you're like, okay. But yeah, that
They
that dog
also
fight is
wouldn't-
pretty hard.
they also wouldn't definitively answer if it was the same dog in this game as in the old game. In
Esta
terms
es
of
la
the one
parte
that's
de la granja.
dead at the beginning of the game, they're like, maybe it's not the same dog, and it's like, Okay.
So you see a blue medallion up there as Leon takes it
Yeah.
out. So you see it's
Medallones
one of 5.
azules.
So I asked Capcom about that because in the original game it's kind of like 15 in the same area, and they said that that side quest reappears in different parts of the map. So you're going to be shooting. It sounds like you're going to be shooting medallions outside of
Llegamos
just
con
like the
Luis en
village
la
area.
cabaña.
And they just sort of like divide
La
them into
cabaña
like batches of
antes
5.
de los dos caminos hacia el castillo de Salazar. Ya saben, los dos caminos, uno donde sale el gigante, un gigante, y el otro donde nos salen tanto Doctor Salvador como las hermanas Vela.
Hey, I see you found your missing señorita.
Senorita has a name, Miss Ashley. You are?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Very good questions, unfortunately. Hi, now.
Parece que la manera en que vamos a conocer a Luis va a ser diferente.
It's game time.
And due to the cuts, there's a lot of that village before the bridge that we ran over that you can fight through and explore. Like there's a lot that they didn't show in this footage. It's where, at least during our playthrough, the brute first appears, the cow-headed enemy.
Right.
In that area just before the bridge that we crossed. But,
Yeah, because in the footage we've put out of this, people have seen the cow
Bueno, este es un gran
guy shows up and
Appears
fight,
here.
but you
Yeah.
actually fight him
Obviamente
well
quien
before
no quiera
this.
ver, pues,
So
Yeah, so when
it
he
seems
shows
like
up in
he's
the
gonna
fight-
be
este
a
tipo
rec-
de gameplay.
what were we saying?
yeah, he's definitely a
De
recurring
lanzamiento
enemy,
del
but when he
juego.
shows up in the fight, you've already had to fight him before, and so I feel like it's extra tense because it's like, oh my god, I gotta fight this guy now.
Yes.
So
I saw some people speculating that he might be a single persistent enemy that follows you. I'm
no,
pretty sure that is not the case. Yeah, I think he's
No,
just
I-
another
I have-
enemy type.
I have killed him several times in different areas.
Yeah.
Just a new enemy type.
So this fight was pretty wild as it is in the original, but even more so
Es
here.
el nuevo enemigo
And there
que
he
les
is,
estaba
Mr.
platicando
Bullman.
en
There's
videos
been a lot of like
anteriores.
back and forth, like is he a cow, is he a bull?
No es
But I was
un
like, he's got a
minotauro ni
horn
nada,
there.
simplemente un
Might be a
hombre
bull
con
thing.
una,
Well, a bull is just a cow.
pues que una cara de,
It's a
de
male
vaca
I mean, yeah,
muerta.
they're the same thing, but you know, like bulls have horns.
Okay,
You know.
that's fair.
Pero
That's
es
fair.
como un mini boss.
Listen,
He's got a single horn there. It looks like as Leon just gets pummeled.
and yeah, that's the end of the action gameplay we've got to show off. This
Ay,
is a
qué
look at
genial.
putting gems inside of treasures to increase their value. Of course, if you different combinations of gems net you different bonuses. There are now customized cases
Puede ser que
that have
todas las
different
armas que
bonuses.
estaban
So,
en el
like the
juego
black case
original están aquí,
has an
aparte
increased
de
drop rate for
otras más.
L resources.
Yeah,
and you can pick up charms as well. A little chicken charm. The charms and the cases they give you little passive bonuses.
Yeah. And you can do that stuff in the typewriter menu as you saw.
Ah, eso es
So
de lo
you
que
can't
hablaban,
do
que
that
el
all the
maletín va a
time,
tener
just when you
como
reach
tipo
those saves.
perks. Le vamos a poner perks al maletín, como
To keep up
habilidades.
with all of our coverage, bookmark GameInformer.com/Resident.
Bueno, lo hemos visto todo, chicos. 12 minutos aproximadamente de puro gameplay de Resident Evil 4. Capítulo 5 parece ser que se va a dividir el juego así en capítulos. A mí me está gustando bastante lo que estoy viendo, pero obviamente siento que sí hay como que mucho spoilercillo. Pero obviamente pues quien guste evitar este tipo de spoilers, pues simplemente no ver los videos, ¿no? Para no arruinar al momento de que salga el juego. Pero como se decía, es un juego que ellos mismos comentan que es muy fiel, algo así como fue el primer remake, el de GameCube, que era demasiado fiel, pero simplemente agregaban más cosas, ¿no? O sea, la mansión era mucho más grande, más habitaciones. Aquí parece ser que es lo mismo y va a cambiar alguna que otra cosa, a lo mejor en cómo vamos a conocer a los personajes, ¿no? Cómo se nos va presentando. Por ejemplo, ahorita vimos que Luis Serra lo vemos por primera vez en esta cabaña, ¿no? En el combate con los ganados, ya junto con Ashley. Pero pues falta todavía más. A ver qué más nos muestra Game Informer. No sé si este ya sea el último video o todavía nos siga dando todo el mes. Creo. Sí, no, de hecho sí es todo el mes. Todo el mes van a estar dándonos información sobre Resident Evil 4. Y está genial que todo el mes de febrero sea así, porque me supongo yo que para marzo a lo mejor ya nos dan el Resident Evil Showcase, que a la vez cuando es el Showcase lancen ese mismo día la demo, ¿no? Para probarla. Entonces, esto ha sido todo, chicos. Muchísimas gracias. Espero que les guste el video, lo que estamos comentando. A mí me está fascinando todo lo que estoy viendo. Y nos vemos en un próximo video, a esperar que otra cosa nos muestra, que nos enseña Game Informer, ¿verdad? Muchísimas gracias. Saludos a todos.